All right. What? I wanted to play some music, but it seems I can't. What's up with that? Or can I? Maybe. Oh. There we go. Yeah. Live YouTube right now. Link to the channel is in my profile here. Come on over. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Uncommon Sense Live number 17. YouTube is scaring me, as usual, telling me that the the buffering is slow or something. I'm not sure if that's true. I can see that some people are watching, so please let me know if there's any lag. Not that I can do much about it, but it's good for me to know. All right, good evening. Let's switch from top chat right away. Beyond My Wonder, what's up? Interesting music. Well, it's from Super Mario RPG to Super Nintendo when you are in the I don't know what the forest is called, but it's kind of a Lost Woods thing. Many games that have a Lost Woods where you can go lost. Like, you know, there's a square with 4 routes you can take, and you need to do a certain order, like up, left, right, down, up, something like that. And the music is called Beware of the Forest's Mushroom, because there's a bunch of mushrooms that you can't know if it's a healing item or or an enemy that you have to fight. So that's where the music comes from. It's kind of, you know, well, I don't know the English word, but kind of like, not mischievous, but a little like, yeah, the music, it's something tricky, something is up, you know. So I'm going to talk here some about my online coaching again, and start off talking about that. But please, you who are already watching, please ask me something, give me something to talk about in the chat. You know, I appreciate you helping me out like that. I will. My client, or now ex-client, we reached his goals. We put a goal of 80 kilos, Simon. To December. He sent me a picture of the scale on December 1st saying 79.9, so that was pretty cool. But he gave me the idea that I should probably let the stream, like open the stream and just have some screen on, but like 15 minutes before I actually start talking. But I was too busy with all the online coaching stuff right before, so I realized, shit, there's like 5 minutes left. But yeah, as you might have seen, I've been promoting kind of a new coaching service, Uncommon Sense Bodybuilding. I started promoting it, looking for 5 people, I guess on Tuesday. And I've already filled up 4 of the 5 spots, so I'm very happy about that. Yeah, much more people reached out than expected. It was kind of like people or just waiting for me to offer something more, organized, detailed like that. So I've been talking, having like sales calls through the whole weekend. It's been very interesting. Like everyone has been nice to talk to, whether they said yes or no. But yeah, so it's gonna be pretty cool now in December. Like the slots filled up faster than I expected, so I might have to reconsider and actually take on more people. We'll see. I'll look for one last person for these initial 5 first. But the plan here is to prepare everything, get everything I need from the clients in December. Create the initial program, so to say, and then we kick off on January 3rd and do 3 months together. And it's going to be so much better structure and organized this time, so I'm very, very positive that we'll reach very good results. So I'm very happy about that. It's pretty cool. I'm most likely not gonna have any employed jobs anymore and just go full-time doing this. That for you guys means that I will be putting out much more videos, much more frequently, be more active on Instagram and everything like that, because I've been doing this on the side for quite some time. It's been growing slowly and steadily. High quality following, I think I have. It's not huge, but those of you who follow me more closely. Like there are people with 10 or like 50 times the amount of followers that I have, but kind of the same engagement. So that's cool. But of course, you want to, even if you want a qualitative following, you want to, there's more people to find that would like to follow me. So just putting out more content, upping the frequency of everything, that will of course play into the algorithm and just make things go faster. So that's pretty cool. Can't see, these numbers are so weird. Like it will say it's 0 just as someone writes in the chat, so I never know what's up. But yeah, if you have any questions for me, please let me know. I'm quite tired. I've been talking to so many people and been doing, getting into doing your own business fully. It's so much to learn. I kind of feel like I'm a noob in the gym again. Like of course I know the actual coaching, how I do talking to people, but all the like paperwork side of things, it's a lot of things to learn. But it's again, it's easy to fall into, when you go into starting your own business, it's easy to fall into the same trap as I always talk about people who want to start training. I'm not ready yet, I need to know exactly what to do in the gym, I need to understand diet, I need this and this and this and this, and what you really need is to go to the fucking gym and start doing stuff and notice that you learn by doing. It's the same thing with anything you take on. You're never prepared, there's never the right time, you just have to start doing stuff, and that's how you learn. So I didn't, because I've been so busy, I didn't really prepare any rant for today. Well, I guess because many of you who are here on YouTube, all of you don't follow my Instagram, so I guess I could read some of the posts. What do we have? I know I read one that I put out. Which one was it? I was so tired, guys. I can't just go on a rant. I am fully ready to talk to you if you give me something to talk about, but I'm just not in that mode when I can just start ranting about stuff. Well, we have one here with a little... if I had prepared this better, maybe I can fix so I can actually pull things up on the screen. That would be even better, of course. Just a bunch of stuff, like banking stuff, that should probably not be up on the screen when I do that. Can you do that as you are live? Yeah, you can. Oh no, that's not how you do it. I'm gonna get better. These live streams, I have to, like, this little fucking thing up in the corner, made in paint, would like the stream. Oh yeah, new client here, texting me. Awesome, I'm so excited for this new project. It's gonna be awesome. I'm hungry for the results. There we go. Okay. That maybe is a good idea. I'm talking to myself about how to pull up a window here. No, it is a good idea to have something running on screen for 15. So you start the stream before I start talking on the stream, so people have time to find out that I'm actually live. Let's see. Okay, we do it like this. Come on. Maybe I'll just yeah. Oh no, that's wrong. Put the wrong password. I know. I'm pretty. Could I log in with the wrong password? Yo guys, I see people coming in and out. I think everyone is like, no, I'll just come back when there's more people watching and things are actually running. No, you have to get it running. This is a mutual thing, you guys. Okay, now I have the window. Probably can do this. This is easy content for me, just reading my Instagram posts for you. Will that work? No. What do you mean, understand myself? Yeah, there we go. Oh, not like that. I guess why not, you know? Do you make me small instead? That's the idea, of course. Do it like that. See, I'm new to this, doing it live. Come on, where is it? Yeah, there. Boom. Had to watch on the stream. Oh, so yeah, we have some people here. Hello, guys. What's up? I'm gonna read some. Yeah, I see it up. It's working. I'm gonna read some of my Instagram posts for you, and please ask me some questions. Say what's up. Yeah, I see more people coming in. That's awesome. I'm gonna read some posts for you now, but please talk to me in the chat. So, was this the? Oh yeah, this is the post I already read in a video, but let's start with that anyway. I said, can you fast and bodybuild at the same time? Okay, well, I see that I'm too big in the corner. I make myself smaller, like that. That's good. Can you fast and bodybuild at the same time? The answer is heck yes. In fact, for natural steroid-free lifters, I'd argue it's the optimal way to do it for a few reasons. Fasting helps reduce insulin resistance, which is crucial for building muscle. Being insulin resistant, you'll just get fat and bloated. Being insulin sensitive, you'll get a better anabolic response from your training and eating. It also reduces hunger and cravings, helping you stay lean all the time, so that the muscle you built will actually show instead of being hidden under a layer of fat. Food addiction is the biggest issue people face when trying to get those abs to show. Those benefits come even with intermittent fasting, but if you can master the art of prolonged fasting, you'll be able to cut fat at 10 times faster than with any mainstream method. And that's not even mentioning that fasting is much healthier than any mainstream bodybuilding diet, promoting eating 5 to 6 meals a day. I built muscle very successfully with intermittent fasting and cut fat at a ridiculous rate with prolonged fasting. Not saying that it is the only way, just that it is the best way, for the reasons mentioned above. So yeah, that one I already read in a video, but maybe not all of you have seen that yet. We'll go on for a bit. I saw there that some more people are in. What's up? Please say hi. Please ask your questions in the chat. Tell me everything, guys. How do you stay lean all year round, even for the rest of your life? It's quite easy, actually. Getting there is the difficult part. It's kind of like climbing a mountain. It's challenging to get there, but once you're up, all you have to do is not fall down. And falling is what a lot of people do. They go on some stupid diet, like drinking meal replacement shakes only, or do extreme amounts of cardio for a month or two. They lose a bunch of weight, but gain it right back, because it just isn't sustainable. And the only thing they have to fall back on is the lifestyle that made them gain the weight in the first place. And so they regain it. And yes, even fasting, that I'm a big proponent of done in the wrong way, plays out like this. Done the right way, it erases your old way of being, letting you replace it with something that works. This is an unedited picture of me from this morning. No filter, no pump, right out of the cold shower. This is what I see in the mirror every morning, and this or better is what I'll see in the mirror every morning for the rest of my life. I don't need discipline to stay lean. It takes me literally zero effort, and the reason for that is that I found a process that leads to this outcome. What I do every day is exactly what I want to do. There's absolutely nothing I'm missing out on, and it leads to what you see in the picture. I enjoy this. Getting there was the difficult part. I knew none of this when I started out. But the cool part is that now that I'm on top of the mountain, I can show you the fastest way there and help pull you up. All you have to do is let me. The spamming. And what you gonna do about it? Someone said to me, commenting on my biohacking video. When I thought this video was funny when I was playing around with, just messing around, trolling about biohacking. Okay, so you guys are watching, still not helping, still not saying anything in the chat. Are you all shy? You just like watching? You just like watching, not say anything? Well, that is okay, but the stream is so small right now that you really help. If you, I want to, any question, ask me anything. But we go on with another stream and just like, yeah, it looks good, I guess it looks like. How do you build and maintain an evenly muscular physique? The main things to take into consideration is workout frequency. How often you train a muscle. 2 times per week is optimal for gains. Workout volume. How much you train a muscle. Think number of sets. Workout intensity. How close to your 1 rep max you train. Think percent of 1 rep max. Workout intensiveness, how close to failure you take each working set. My favorite thing, training to failure or beyond. Compound and multi-joint exercises have best return on investment. Focus on presses, pulling exercises, squats, deadlifts, and variations of those. Choose isolation exercises according to your strong and weak points. Keep compounds in the 5 to 8 rep range, and 8 to 20 for isolations is a good rule of thumb. Progressive overload. You have to add weight over time to see progress. Calorie intake. Newbies can get away with eating below maintenance to cut some fat and build muscle at the same time, but after a while you'll want to hit at least your maintenance or preferably a slight surplus. Protein. Around 2 grams per kilo body weight is optimal. Micronutrients. Zinc, magnesium and vitamin D are most important. Sleep. Training breaks down muscle. Food and sleep builds it. 8 hours is good. Insulin. You can't build muscle being insulin resistant. You'll just get fat and bloated. Proper nutrition and fasting will ensure high insulin sensitivity. Building the muscle is the difficult part. Maintaining it is much easier. If maintaining my current physique was my only goal, I could get away with training twice per week. Some people will still be confused on what to do after reading this, and it's not strange because there are still a ton of different ways to incorporate the above, and you have to find your individual answer to the equation. That's when someone with good experience and results on their own is handy to have by your side. That's me, Theo. Okay. Yeah, Anna Wallsten. Anna Wallsten, what's up? Hey, have you considered getting an Oura ring, or do you have one, since you're such a biohacker? Yeah, I thought about you when I made that video, Anna, of course. I think I did. And it's all in good fun, of course. I've said I understand the meaning of it. I have these glasses here. They're actually awesome, and I would like to have them now, but I think there's a not so nice reflection here. I expose myself to the blue light for you guys. You're welcome. No, I don't have an Oura ring. I feel like if someone gave one to me, why not try using it? I have to. It's a sleep and activity tracker. Yeah, I guess it could be cool to track my sleep. My sleep has not been great this week because I've been so wound up from getting into this online coaching, booking calls, talking to people. So I've been falling asleep quite nicely, but then I just wake up at maybe I fall asleep at a nice time, like 10:30. Then I wake up at 4, and it's like since I slept at a good time, I fell asleep early. If you fall asleep before 12 is optimal. Like falling asleep at 10, 11 there is really great. So I do okay, but many days of that I am in a. I mean, you can probably hear I'm quite energetic that I can talk like this, but I'm kind of. Yeah, you hear my voice kind of. It's kind of. I mean, maybe you don't, but I can feel myself being, on a deficit there. So yeah, it could be an idea to try an Aura ring like that. But it's probably expensive as shit. Yeah, few thousand Swedish crowns. Like it looks like one here is 2,500. That's like $300 or something. Here's one that's, maybe a little cheaper, like $180, $200 maybe. I wouldn't invest in it. It's not that important. Hanna laughed at the Biohacker video. Funny. Yeah, thank you. I think I probably should do more clown little troll content like that, because I know I'm funny. I've always been able to make people laugh. I like to do that. I very much like when I can combine, education, inspiration, motivation, that kind of stuff, with just some goofing around and having fun. I commented on this on my Instagram that, I put out like 10 to 20 minute rants and get like 150 views where I talk from my heart about, depression, mental health, fasting, training, making good results. Then I put out a fucking 45-second troll video about biohacking and get 10 times the views immediately. But they're shorter, of course, and probably the algorithm like spreads them more. That kind of shorts video. But I probably should do a little bit more troll content like that. Yeah, Hanna confirms they cost like 2,500 Swedish crowns. That's probably $300 plus right now. Not exactly sure what the rate is at right now. Dave Cranston, sorry I'm late. Watching from Edmonton, Canada, just down the street from Cole Robinson. Yeah, cool. Have you met Cole at any point? It's funny that you say. You're sorry you're late. I don't recognize your name because I know most people that usually view the stream. But please, if you have any question for me, anything like that, just hit me up in the chat. Should probably put this on no sound. Yeah, I've been in contact with so many people this last week. It's a lot of fun, but it's, as I said, I'm completely wound up. Daniel Gray, hi Theo, you're a fucking inspiration, Giza. Well done on the ripped abs and change of lifestyle. How do you stay so motivated with all the fat food addict haters telling you it's an eating disorder? It motivates me that I'm so happy with where I'm at. And of course, at the start, I actually talked, when you connect, I've been talking here about my new online coaching service, and I've been getting, I have 5 slots and I fill up 4 of them already. But I've been talking to a bunch of people, and then a lot of people reach out to me are of course kind of like-minded to some extent, because this is not the mainstream way, that I'm doing it. So I've been talking on this subject a lot. I remember that when I give a long answer to your question here, but when I started out with all this, I came from a place of feeling like complete shit. And I was like, I got a belief in God even, because I was like, wow, I never thought I could change my life like this, but I did. And so I was so happy about finding out about the training, eating better, fasting, how it changed your life like that. And so I just started naively putting out content like, people are going to understand. A lot of people don't feel good, and they're going to understand that I just want to help them and help them do the same thing I've done. And of course, a lot of people hate on that. They find, people project, they see something in you, and instead of questioning themselves like, maybe I'm not really doing things like I should, maybe I should take some inspiration from Theo. It's easier to be like, no, he's too extreme. That's an eating disorder, fasting. So of course, at first I was a little, when I got some reactions like that, I was like, I feel misunderstood to some extent, but at the same time, I know how fucking much I saved, changed my life, and I'm not gonna go back just because some people are fucking idiots and they misunderstand me. It's their problem. It's, they are missing out when they misunderstand. So, I kind of quickly just... I've changed so much what people I have in my life and who I hang out with. I'm not going to hang out with fucking jealous losers that try to find errors in what I do, They can go have fun being miserable and fat over there, and I'll be ripped over here. That's fine for me. And so what happened is all those kind of people, they kind of fell away by themselves, and I've connected with new people. And what I've also noticed is the less pushy I am about my thing, the more I just do me without pushing it on anyone, people kind of accept it, because I'm not ever trying to, I just tell people about this when they ask me, or I might tell them what I do, but not pushing it like you should be doing this, you should be doing this. So both that people kind of end up accepting you for who you are eventually, and the other thing is that actually I've noticed that the less I try to push my thing on people, the more I'm able to affect them. Because then they don't feel like so, people don't like to be pushed. They don't like to be, you're doing it wrong. This is the way you should be doing it. But if you just kind of put it out there, you just kind of show what you do, and they get to come to you and be like, I've actually been thinking about giving fasting a go, or whatever it might be, So that's kind of the long answer to all your things. Like, motivated with all the fat food addict haters telling you it's an eating disorder. Like, I just view these people as, it's unfortunate for them that they feel this way, They could choose to be inspired instead of jealous and haters, but they choose that, and that's unfortunate for them, So please, if you have any more questions, tell me in the chat. As you see, if I just get a little question, I can find something good to talk about, so it's very helpful. Please if you haven't liked the stream already, I'll go back to reading. Oh, am I just up in a little corner now? I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I am up there. I still have the... yeah, okay. Go to the next post. Yeah. How often do you need to train for six-pack abs? What do you think? Twice per week? Every other day? Even every day? The answer is never. Abs are made in the kitchen is one of those few fitness cliches that are actually true. Only a more accurate statement would be that in order for your abs to show, your body fat percentage needs to be low enough, and that can be achieved in many different ways. Going to the gym to train abs is like going to the amusement park to use the toilet, if the main goal is visible abs. Of course, there are still legit reasons to train your core. I personally feel like I get enough from compound exercises like squats, deadlifts, dips, chin-ups. Unilateral, that means one-sided exercises, they also forces you to engage your core in order to stay upright. Yeah, I noticed that my grammar isn't perfect there. So when trying to get a six-pack, the main problem you're facing is, how do I get that body fat down low enough for the abs to show, and how do I maintain it? That's part of what I'm teaching in my new coaching program. Many are afraid that they would have to sacrifice a lot in order to have a six-pack, but let me tell you right now that there is absolutely no sacrifice that I make to permanently stay this way. When you find the right lifestyle, you prefer that over being lazy and experiencing the taste of junk food in your mouth. It becomes part of who you are. Yeah, that's it. Oh, are you still drinking snake juice on fast, you ask? Let me just make myself big here for a minute. Boom. Oh, too big. Yeah, doing this on the go. Let's do it like that. I don't know why I can't get it full screen completely here when I do it through the streaming software. Are you still drinking snake juice on fast? Like a 24-hour fast? Look, I think Top Geezer, thanks for that. Yeah, thanks, Daniel. Have any other question, please let me know. First of all, 24 hours, it's not really a fast in my opinion. Because I've been doing so, eating for, today, I didn't have time because I was talking to so many people, having coaching calls and stuff. There's a delay for me when I see myself on the screen here. But I didn't even have time to eat to 2:30, my first meal. yeah, fasting for 24 hours for me is not like fasting. It's just that, oh, I didn't have time to eat yet, kind of. And like this was not exactly 24 hours, it was probably like 19 ish, something like that. But what I'm saying is, I don't really consider it a fast, for me at least. When I don't eat for 24 hours, I don't necessarily even view it as me fasting, But what I'll say is, especially for me, because I'm so active, like I'm on my feet almost always, and I train so much, I barely ever drink just tap water or plain water, I kind of always throw some salt on the tongue. So snake juice, it's not like I even ever mix up snake juice. It's not like I'm against that. If you mix it, do that. But even when I'm fasting for a longer time, what I do is usually pour the salt on the tongue, chug a glass of water. That's it, kind of. So yeah, I'm a big fan of taking in salt. I think salt is very important. Yeah, I think that answers your question. Like, yeah, I would like to get in salt on the fast. I will do it even if I don't eat for 24 hours, but it's also the first thing I do in the morning when I get up is take some salt on the tongue and chug a glass of water. Hanna Wallsten, what was the best thing about your week? Well, that was probably the extremely good response to my new online coaching service. Like, from one post I put out, like the first one I read today, I don't know how many requests I got from that, but I booked a bunch of calls, and from the other post I booked, like I had 10 calls this week, and I will have more next week. So like I can't boil it down to one thing, but just a great response to that. Another new client texting me, but yeah, like I'm stoked about it. Like I've been thinking that, I'm gonna do a bigger, take on 5 clients and see how fast I can kind of transition to being only online coaching. I still have some gym clients, but it seems like I'll be able to do it faster than I thought. Like, I of course know that I'm great at what I do and that some people will want to work with me, but that all I had to do was put out a more kind of selling post, where I'm actually like, I'm looking for this many people to coach, kind of. Getting so many responses from that huge self-esteem boost, of course. And just talking to all the people, whether they hired me or not, I've been getting great feedback, So super stoked about taking my online coaching to the next level. That was great about this week. And I feel that will be great about this month. Things are happening now, you guys. And I said earlier, I see you're a bunch more people. If you haven't liked the stream already, please do that now. I'm gonna do more of this coaching and stuff, making this a full-time thing and not just a side thing anymore. I'll be able to put out more videos. I'll be doing more frequent stuff. And of course, I think this is more fun, and that's why I want to do it, So, that's what's good about this week. Please ask me a question if you have anything else. I have one last post that I want to show. I have to make myself small again, so you can read it along with me if you want. There, little Theo in the corner. There we go. So I met my friend, because, something interesting about the coaching is I'm apparently very attractive to older women, and I don't mean in that sense. I mean as a coach, like the majority of the people who reach out to me are women, and especially older women. That on Instagram, that's interesting, because on YouTube the overwhelming majority of my followers are male. On Instagram it's a little more kind of more women, but still mostly men, I think. So many women reaching out, and I think it's because women dare to be honest about wanting to look better. Like, so many guys are like, no, I don't care about that. I just want to get strong, And it's like, bro, how did you plan on getting stronger without building muscle? And stop fucking pretending you don't care. There's nothing wrong about wanting to look good. Doesn't mean that you're shallow or desperate. There's nothing wrong with that. It's an expression of the internal, If you have a good-looking body, you have discipline, good values, all of that stuff. So it's so ridiculous. And I think women just dare to be more honest about that, because I've been focusing on the whole bodybuilding angle, using bodybuilding as a tool for self-development. But of course the whole holistic thing is part of it too. As always, I've just been choosing to take that angle. And I think women just dare to be more honest about wanting those kinds of results. So, and speaking of that, I met my friend Selina in the gym today, and we took some pictures for a post I wrote about how women should train to look good and not get too bulky. I already have a video on YouTube that's called that I put out last year, even not this summer but last summer. But let me read it for you, and we'll browse through the pictures. How should women train to look good and not get too bulky? Is it hours and hours of cardio? Is it walking sideways on the Stairmaster? We're walking, kicking back like that you see some girls do. Is it 30 rep rubber band workouts? No. The way women should train is the same way anyone who wants to look good should train. Women should lift weights. Women should do compound exercises like squats, deadlifts, rows, and presses. Women should eat enough protein. Women should build muscle. Women should build muscle. Women should build muscle. I don't know how many times I've heard a woman say, I don't want to get too bulky, or I put on muscle really fast. Literally never heard a guy say the latter, and men on average have 10 to 20 times more testosterone than women, meaning our potential to build muscle is a lot higher. In other words, you are all in your head about this. A nice looking butt is a muscular one from squats, deadlifts, and hip thrusts with a healthy amount of fat on it. A tiny looking waist is a consequence of having a wide muscular back and good shoulder plus quad development. And again, the glutes, of course. And sorry to be so blunt, but yes, the boobs get firmer by training your pectoral muscles. If you get bulky, it's because you're carrying too much body fat. Muscle mass is what gives you that beautiful shape to your body. Where are we? I lost track when I was... muscle mass is what gives you that beautiful shape to your body at the right level of body fat. In the picture is my friend Selina. She does everything I listed earlier in the post. She lifts weights 5 times per week and gets her food in as you can see. And as you can see, she's absolutely beautiful and nowhere near too bulky. Unfortunately, I can't take credit for her results. Those she's made all on her own. But I wanted to have her with me to illustrate the point of this post. I've been a little surprised that so many women have reached out about my coaching, as my feed here at face value doesn't exactly scream femininity, but I think that's really awesome. It tells me you know what's up, and you're right. My uncommon sense approach to fitness will work as well for women as for men. There you go. And now I don't think if I had to go back to older posts if I had anything more to read, but that's kind of it there. Daniel Gray. Did you see Alpha Destiny do a 180-day cut on 1,500 calories a day? He lost muscle and was always hungry because he didn't fast and was eating high insulin foods. Why the fuck do they do it like that? I didn't see that. It sounds like too steep of a deficit to me. 1,500 calories. Are you sure? That's like ridiculous. Like Alpha Destiny did that. I mean, I know that guy. He's kind of a smart guy, you know. Are you sure 1,500 calories? That sounds really stupid. That's like a natural bodybuilder at the end of their cut before going on stage to compete. They are probably not even down that low. So that sounds a little exaggerated to me if it wasn't some kind of experiment he did. But yeah, of course that's not good. But it's not like when you're really low on body fat, it's not like you probably would end up losing some muscle even fasting when you're really low. I mean, you saw my 1 week fast maybe that I did this summer. I wasn't super low. I was fairly low. I was like probably at like 13% body fat or something when I started it. I don't feel like I lost any muscle there, but most of all, I feel like I fucking exploded when I came back to eating and training after the 1 week fast. It's something, this is bro science, fasting bro science that I've kind of come up with, that I feel like fasting and then starting a bulk and training, I feel like you give kind of a kickstart to your gains, I can make some like uncommon sense out of it. Because the body responds to different signals that you give it, and it can get kind of desynthesized to different stimuli. So yeah, if you keep bulking and training a bunch, at some point, probably the body, it's gonna be like really used to that. I'm not saying that it will slow down completely, but going into a longer fast, like shutting down all growth processes, like real catabolism, you probably make yourself more sensitive to the new the growth stimulus, so that's kind of what I'm doing now in December. Like, I kind of naturally cut right now because, like I told you, I didn't have time to eat until late today. I'm so busy with stuff, and I'm so active that I probably burn a lot more calories, and I don't kind of have time almost to get in as much food. And I will do a Christmas fast. I will be announcing that on the YouTube channel, of course, and invite you to join me on that fast. And that will be the last thing I do before I start bulking again at the end of the next year, using the ecdysterone and tercasterone. And for you that haven't heard me mention that before, the name sounds a little like it's a steroid, but it's an ecdysteroid, which is like a plant hormone, so it's not like steroids at all. It's it doesn't have any impact on your endogenous testosterone production, but it seems some people seem to have used it with good results anecdotally. So I'll be on some kind of deficit just through intermittent fasting that happens naturally from the way I live my life right now, ending the year with a longer fast and then go on a bulk trying these supplements. I'm really excited about it. So yeah, and what's going to be cool is I'm going to go into a more intense training period just as I start with my new coaching clients. So we'll be kind of building together. Like, not all of them have some of them, or like most of them, have to focus more on losing fat, I'd say, but still, going on a progress journey. For the last few months, my training have been more kind of experimental and rehabbing, like more skill oriented. I've been doing front squats. That's something I should prepare for the streams, of course, like my training clips. That's kind of unfortunate that I just thought of that. Because that's fun. To show you, of course, and it's so much easier instead of like uploading edited training videos for you. Just doing it like that. What we can do, we can read my post about training to failure. I guess. Oh, is it still? Do I still have that up? No, I have to make myself smaller again. Make Theo small again. That's what we do with the fasting. See your question first, Daniel Gray. What body fat percentage are you? Well, what do you think? I don't know, and I don't care, really. There's not really an accurate way of measuring body fat. I'm probably at... I've been losing a bit lately. I actually did one of those machines that measured it lately because of the other gym I work in. I have that machine. But I had just had a big meal when I came there, and so I know that plays into it, It said 13.7% then, which I think is too high. But since then, this is like a month ago now, I think. Since then, I have lost some, and so I would guess I'm like a 10 or slightly above, maybe. And that's the point too. You get away with higher body fat percentage as you get more muscular. Of course, now this lighting is not optimal for the muscles, but you can see I have some veins going here and stuff. Because as the muscles get bigger, your veins will get bigger, your muscles will need more blood, but also the muscles will press out more against the skin and fat. So you will kind of, in certain areas on your body at least, like look more ripped than you might actually be. So I don't really, it's an arbitrary number. There's not really an accurate way of measuring it. I can see just to describe a look, kind of, but you already know what I look like, so what does it matter if I'm like 13 or 8%, really? Doesn't really matter, right? Big Game James. Arnold Schwarzenegger once said, "Milk is for babies. When you grow, you have to drink beer." Would you agree? Of course I don't. That's retarded. If he said that, he was probably joking around. Hanna Wallsten, training technique. Knees pointing out to the side when squatting or pointing straight ahead. Or does it not matter? This is why I want to show you training videos. I did such a fun squat. Can I get that up somehow? I could upload it to the story just to show you, because I don't think I can do it this fast. Okay, to answer the question, that depends, Hanna. You can squat in different forms for different purposes, and also the more complex an exercise is, like I always take this example, like a bicep curls. How many ways are there to do a regular bicep curl? Like, there's not many. You're just flexing the elbow, kind of. Even there, you could be like, I lean forward a bit to get a shortened position for the biceps. I lean back here so I get more lengthening of the biceps. Even there, you have some variations you can do. But to make the point, bicep curl kind of looks the same always. But the squat, it's a multi-joint exercise. And some people, they have longer legs, or they have just maybe longer femurs. The thigh is, so the optimal way to squat will be different for different body types. It also depends on your purpose with it. But I've been trying a very funny front squat that I'd love to show you on screen, but I won't be able to right now. It's so much fun because I put little weights, like 1 kilo weights to put on a bar, but I put them on the floor so I can put my heels on them, and then I point my toes really outwards, and then I go down and I look kind of like a geisha or something. And it's just a cool squat, and it's supposed to hit the outside of the quad more. I can show it to you like kind of badly, like just showing you my phone like this, like there. That won't look too good, but I can't see on screen how good it is right now. But see, that's a funny one. It feels, it's a lot of fun to do. It feels very special, No, but so the answer would be that there's no like which one should you do or something. It depends completely on the person and the purpose, and that's when you have a trainer, a coach that tells you. Currently doing David Cranston. Currently doing 48s and train on refeed mornings. As I get leaner, my energy is low. That's why I asked about the 24-hour. Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, try it. See what you feel better from. Like, I would always prefer to have the salts over not having them, but it's not like you have to. Did someone send me a super chat and it's lagging? Oh, there it is. Yeah, Lin Yanshin, long time no see, on the live stream at least. You showed up in the comments recently with your weird comments that I never know what you kind of mean. Or never, I shouldn't say, but many times. I'm not sure. Your tone there, are you making fun of me? Are you agreeing with me? I'm not sure. You talk in a very special way. But you say, giant robots. Christ came so that white baby engineers could build them, and the space age, most likely. Christ came so that white baby engineers could build them. Bro, you would need to clarify that in another message. Feel free to clarify it in another super chat, but even a regular chat. But appreciate the donation, bro. But I have no idea what you're on about there. That's what I'm saying. I hadn't read the chat before I talked about Lin Yanshin's weird comments. He's one of a kind, that guy. But I like him. I like you. Daniel Gray, what do you bench? My best bench press is only 120 kilos. It's kind of my worst of the big lifts. And I know that's decent still compared to many, but I have a really high ambition. I know what I think I should be taking. Of course, just brute strength and compound exercise, it isn't my goal most of the time. Like on the deadlift, for instance, I like to go for that, but I haven't for some time. Yeah, not on the bench, I don't care that much about, but 120 kilos, it would probably be better if I hadn't wrecked my shoulders twice, that didn't really help out, kind of had to lag behind. but I'm much better at dips and stuff. Like I recently did a 1 rep max on a dip, hanging 60 kilos, attaching 60 kilos, and I weigh 80 kilos. So that 140 kilos that I move. Okay, no, my forearms aren't moving, you know. But so I think a lot to my bench press. If I just improve the form, I'm actually going to try the suicide grip, I think, without the thumb like that. Now, I don't do much benching recently, but I realize I've never liked the position I get in like that. I think just being able to come, I'll be able to come a little closer in with my elbows, I feel like, if I do the suicide grip. So, of course, called the suicide grip because you could drop the bar like that, but... Oh, yeah, Lin Yanshin did it. He elaborated in another super chat of $5 Canadian. I just like giant robots. I'm kind of demented. All is well. Well, yeah, I kind of like you, Lin Yanshin. Thanks for the other super chats. It's been a while since someone sent me super chat, so that's very much appreciated. Big A James, amazing. Samuel Sykes, I'm not sure. Does prolonged fasting cause muscle loss? It can. It's not these general questions, no, I get it. But no, not in and of itself. Like, I mean, the thing about me is I know so well what I think about it all. So with a question like this, I kind of want to monologue for 5 minutes to explain. Like, eventually, like, of course... the body needs protein eventually, and it can take that. It seems like the body tries to spare muscle and prioritize taking from the body fat for as long as it can, but it will need protein from some processes in the body. But it can take it from skin, some other tissue that it can take protein from. But at some point, of course, you would lose prolonged fasting. But okay, to make the quick version, the point is to, in between the prolonged fasting, eat properly, train properly, and if you did lose anything, you change that, you know, you counteract that by training and eating properly in between the fast. So it's so not does prolonged fasting cause muscle loss? Like, yeah, if you kept fasting, like, and fasting and never trained and didn't eat enough protein, like, yeah, of course you'd lose muscle. But it's not like just fasting will just remove muscle if you stay on point with the eating and training when you're not fasting. That's kind of the point. And Lin Yanshin answers the question too, like, yes, if you exceed 72 consecutive hours. Well, I mean, it's also how literal do we want to be. If we look at the pictures from my 1 week fast, you can't really see that I lost muscle, but of course, most likely, some muscle fibers were lost. But again, as soon, I feel like I blew up and got even bigger soon after breaking that fast, eating properly and training properly again. So the point, is it even interesting if you lose a little bit of muscle? It's not that if you don't do fasting, you can stop training and eating and keep the muscle. You lose muscle not training and not eating properly. In the big picture, we don't care about the little fast on the year. We care about the year, right? You know, the question came again, does prolonged fasting cause muscle loss? Well, I just answered that, so the answer would be no. Now, I kind of want to read, to show you kind of my training style a bit, and there you can see some training videos too, so I kind of want to read you my post about training to failure. Take me up there in the corner again. Giant robots. Okay, my number one tip for muscle growth. Training to failure. I take almost every set to failure, and on the last set I often go beyond failure by utilizing intensity techniques like drop sets and rest pauses. To me, this is key for muscle growth in particular. I started doing this already back when I was still training at home. For instance, doing push-ups, I started out with my feet on a chair. When I failed there, I dropped them to the floor and continued. And when I failed there, I dropped to my knees. When I started going to the gym, you can see me doing like force negatives, pulling in other muscles to help me get into the position there. When I started going to the gym, I even took it a bit too far. A majority of my sets were not only to failure, but beyond. Eventually, I ended up with a style that mostly looks like doing 3 working sets on an exercise where the first 2 are too or close to failure, and the last one way beyond. I do this for most exercises, big compounds like squats and deadlifts being the exception. Training to failure might not be optimal for every individual, both in the sense that their body might not respond as well to that kind of stimulus, and also that some individuals will find it less enjoyable to train that way, and therefore not progress as much. While I see there are alternatives that work, like lowering the intensity and upping the volume, I think training to failure should be part of everyone's training to some extent. First of all, how will you be able to determine how hard you're training without ever taking an exercise to actual failure? Second of all, training to failure is a great opportunity to practice stoicism, being able to stay calm and finish the set while your body is screaming at you to stop. I don't have any great argument to support my belief that failure training is key for muscle growth. It's just something I feel and experience. Yeah, that's what's happened. I've done this style of training with great results. Really taking everything out of the muscle forces it to grow. I just don't think I would have seen the same progress if I didn't train this way this whole time. Do you train to failure? And then you can see me repping out without the weight after doing some reps with the weight on the dip. Yeah. And just watch some more. Okay, this one. I guess I can go back and see if you had any more question. Someone took back the copied message, I think. Do you prefer to get your protein from food instead of powder/protein shakes? Yeah, I prefer that, but I do take protein powder in my breakfast. I have Greek yogurt, kefir, some protein powder, honey. I put my supplements in there like magnesium, bore, creatine, glycine. I have the blueberries and raspberries, and I eat that. So I prefer that. Like I get most of my protein from meat. I eat like 800 grams of meat every day, and eggs. I eat so much, so I just kind of have to find ways to get everything in, and I like that. But my kefir, yogurt, protein thingy, honey thingy there, I like it. Like it tastes very good, but also I like that I can get my supplements, take them out of the capsules, and put them all in there in the powder form instead. The few supplements that I use. Let's see. Yeah, you probably saw the failure part of that exercise. Like I can't see it while I do. Oh, this is an awesome one with this is an incline dumbbell press. You'll see the way I do the drop set on this one. First of all, I think that form is nice. Kind of deep, big stretch of the chest at the bottom there. And you see the guy with the funny fucking bicep curls in the back. Yeah, look now. Now when I reached, I couldn't have done another rep there. Then I drop one dumbbell, take one with both hands, and kind of rep out like that. And it's surprising how few reps you have left at that point with just one dumbbell like that. I think I do one last there. Yeah, can kind of see myself when I do. We have here, oh yeah, this is a cool one. I like this one because it's not only the weight, but the actual, what do you say? The air, because they are so big, I don't know what you say, luftmotstånd, air resistance, literally translated from the Swedish. Yeah, but first, go kind of high with them. A client I had called this one the bird. And now just rep out on partial reps. And in this case, I did a leaning forward on the bench to hit some more rear delt on it, but it's mid delt mostly with some rear delt. Yeah, repping out till I barely can lift them at all anymore. Yeah, fucking leg press. There's no drop set for me there, but like rest pauses. I think I put like 300 kilos on there, and that the plate is like 53, but it always depends on, you see, it's not the same weight as if I would be pushing this right up, so it always depends on the leg press machine. Like you can't have a leg press personal best, you have that leg press machine personal best. I don't know what mine is though in this. I probably added more weight at some point. Look at that face though, red tomato face. I remember that the last rep of this set, I was not sure if I was gonna make it. Yeah, she's walking by and yeah. Yeah, that's funny. Have some last. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is nice. Doing like full range of motion flies, like crossing them like that with the cables. And of course you look like a beast when you do this in good lighting. This is one of those exercises everyone loves to do and look at themselves in the mirror. Except me, staring down into the floor. Yeah, soon I guess I can't pull it all the way. You see, I pull with kind of constant flexion in my elbow, kind of straight arms for pure isolation. Here I bring in the triceps to help out a bit, to get in some extra reps, you know. The chest is just burning at that point. Yeah. I think that was all the exercises in that clip, so I'll make myself big again and see. Now the stream seems to be going more, to see what you guys have been saying in the chat. Yeah, air resistance. I don't know if you confirm. Only if you have no fat to burn, Daniel Gray says. That if fasting causes muscle loss, I guess. Yeah, that's the thing with the fasting. The less body fat you have, the more prone your body will be to eat up the muscle mass. But I think you kind of adapt to this, because I've done so much prolonged fasting, being quite lean already, and I never really feel. I can't tell. I don't lose muscle mass that I can tell, at least, you know. So I think your body kind of adapts and get more efficient at utilizing the body fat for energy, even as you get leaner when you do it more. Samuel Sykes, how do you train in a fasted state? First of all, why? You know, what's your reason? What do you want to accomplish with that training? Like, it's again with these, it's not, I don't want to sound like rude or whatever. Is the stream lagging? Hate that when I don't know if it's lagging. I want to answer your question, but because now it kind of really looks like it's lagging. Sorry, Samuel, I want to answer your question. I need to confirm that the stream is okay. Come on. Why? Let us see. I'm sorry if I'm doing this for no reason, but I get stressed out. Like, what if I talk and the stream is dead, you know? Yeah, okay. It's loading on screen. Not sure. I think that, yeah, that was all the exercises in that clip. Seems like it's up. Okay, it seems like it's okay. Or I guess at least it seems like maybe it's slow, delayed, but turns out okay. Okay, but yeah, Samuel, it depends. How do you train in a fasted state? Heavy buffering, Linian Shin says. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I can't do much about that. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to end the stream soon. We've been going for an hour anyway, but I'm gonna try to... yeah, okay, Linian Shin answer your question, like same as when not fasting, but not to the point of complete exhaustion. Yeah, I agree with Linian Shin about that. Like in general, but it depends on what you're training for, you know. If you're you seem to be into building muscle. You asked about do you lose muscle fasting and stuff. Then if that's the case, I would say do it like Linian Shin says, like save a little more in the tank, do stimulate the muscles to send the signal to the body to like kind of, we need these muscles, please. If you can't take protein from other tissue, please do that. But you could go and you could go and do some exercising, not lifting, you know. You could train form, you could do yoga, you could do whatever, you know. But okay, some messages from Linian Shin. I don't even know if the stream is up right now. So it says air resistance, confirmed the air resistance, double the surface area of an object, 4 times the force required to move it. Yeah. 300 kilo leg press, nice. The body does exert between 3 to 5 times its own weight per stride as we sprint. Heavy buffering. Okay guys, I'll end the stream. I'm sorry that it lagged out at the end. I don't know if you can even hear me at this point. But it turned out to be a pretty good stream. Thanks for providing good questions in the chat. Yeah, and I will see you guys next week and in the week in videos. Peace.